There is one topic that's been dominating the headlines, and of course, it has been transcending the football field. That is the stance taken by San Francisco 49ers quarterback Colin Kaepernick not to stand for our national anthem. And
nobody seems to want him on their team.
I think we're judging this a little bit too soon.
And apparently he's getting a lot of, had to blowback from people and a lot of support. So what do you think?
Here's a player I thought did something that was such a distraction for the team and for himself on a personal level. But after taking a step back and realizing he did something, even though his approach isn't what everybody wouldn't have done and could be seen as drastic, his reasoning was legitimate.
All we're seeing is history repeat itself again and again and again. The unfortunate part of it is we would hope that we wouldn't have to be remedial and take this class again.
Meanwhile, movie director Spike Lee on Tuesday morning tweeted out a poster for a rally in support of quarterback Colin Kaepernick. The rally is scheduled for 5 p.m. on Wednesday, August 23rd, and it's in front of the NFL's headquarters.
I'm glad to see that finally, that we're, instead of just talking about it, you see blacks starting to organize and galvanize and says, okay.
Stand up. I think you are the game.
Law enforcement, we can confirm that the issues that he is saying exist in policing and throughout the criminal justice system indeed exist.
We have to tear down and be honest about this discussion. All of the people behind me risk their lives, so to speak, to protect folks. And they are standing with Kaepernick because they understand how important it is.
George, you talk about this, with less than 2 weeks before the NFL regular season kicks off, protesters are going to gather at the NFL's doorstep, rallying for Colin Kaepernick, the former star quarterback some believe has been sidelined for his beliefs.
Colin Kaep is under attack. What do we do? Colin Kaep is under attack. What do we do? No justice. No peace. No justice. No peace. No racist. Police.
They're upset that he does not have a team to play for this season. They believe Kaep is being unfairly punished by NFL owners and coaches for his national anthem protests.
This is not a shock to a lot of us. We've been trying to tell this country for a whole long time what we've been going through, and people would not listen.
Black high school graduates are more likely to be unemployed than white high school dropouts.
As bad as the latest unemployment numbers are, they're even worse for African Americans.
We're about to get on the Poplar Street Bridge, which is the main interstate bridge connecting Missouri and Illinois.
A bridge across the Mississippi from St. Louis to East St. Louis. A case study in black unemployment, which jumped last month to more than 17% nationwide for men. Add in estimates of so-called discouraged workers and the underemployed, and black unemployment is around 30% for men in places like this, a number reminiscent of the Great Depression. And now the Great Recession further ravages, if that's possible, a city that's 99% black.
They have fewer skills, they have less income, they have less savings, they live in the worst areas of town. At the height of the Depression, probably 25% of white people were out of work. And that number in the African American community was between 50 and 75%, depending on where you looked.
For young men of color, especially black males, unemployment is at Depression-era-like levels.
Well, tonight, startling new figures about the jobless rate pushing young men to the tipping point. 92% of African-American male teenagers here in Chicago do not have a job.
Okay. It's like, I need some help.
Okay, then.
In fact, some suggest black applicants have similar employment chances to white applicants who have a felony conviction.
Nationwide, black male unemployment is at 17.5%. In New York City, it's 25%. And according to think tank the Community Service Society, a third of New York's young black men aged 19 to 24 are not working.
And therefore, we have to conclude that the crying social need is not for more education, although education is good in itself. But what we need is ways, that is, real policies that get around this intractable white racism, which presents itself as a constant barrier to black employment in good times and in bad times, and we have to note that the good times are already gone.
He has taken a knee for a very good cause, the cause of social injustice, gunning down of innocent black men, boys, women, and girls in the streets, and all the good that he does off the field, and he's not recognized for this. He's just recognized for taking a knee, and he has been unfairly treated by the NFL.
The census took data of 35 major cities, black males between 19 and 35 that aren't incarcerated, taking them out of the data, are unemployed at a rate of 45%. That's social collapse. We have a significant locked-in like caste system where people are locked out of opportunity and access, and we're not acknowledging that. And it's creating confusion, and it's creating frustration, and we need real answers.